camp on July 27th, and there's still no word yet if Aaron Rodgers will be in attendance. Rodgers' tight end for the last 3 seasons, Mercedes Lewis, told TMZ that he thinks Rodgers will show up for Green Bay's camp. Meanwhile, the quarterback competition continues to brew in New England ahead of their training camp. Cam Newton says rookie Mac Jones has impressed so far. Newton, who's heading into his second year with the Pats, said in a recent interview that there's no ill will towards Jones because competition brings out the best in everybody. The Cowboys leave for their training camp in Oxnard, California on Tuesday, and they've already made a cut to the roster. The team announcing that they've released cornerback Rashard Robinson. Robinson was suspended in April for the first 2 games of the season for violating the NFL's PED policy. Robinson played in 4 games for the Cowboys last season, starting 3 of them. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed, for the knights in shining armor, and for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call clickgrainger.com/safety or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The real estate market is always tough, but this market, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. The average home stays on the market just 24 days and houses routinely go for more than the listing price. Who you work with matters. Realtors have the expertise, local knowledge, and personal touch to give you a competitive advantage throughout the entire home buying process. And that's something an ordinary agent could never do. So make sure your agent is a realtor. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
We are AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California, live and local right here in the Imperial Valley. It's a Monday, 19th day of July, 2021. I guess that's reason to celebrate, isn't it, Gene?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
For sure.
Made it through the weekend.
Did I what? Have a good weekend?
I said we made it through the weekend.
Yeah, we did. That's right. Those dreaded weekends.
Yeah, and yesterday afternoon into the evening, somewhat of a break from the humidity. It was warm, but
not bad.
Very pleasant.
Yeah, not bad at all. I didn't put a coat on or anything, so don't get me wrong there.
No, I didn't either, but it was Sundays typically is my day to grill or smoke. And so I was outside grilling, and it was not bad at all.
I'm glad you were grilling and not smoking.
Yes. I quit smoking years ago.
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Anyway, looking back in history, on this date in 1848, the first Women's Rights Convention was held in the U.S. at Seneca Falls, New York.
Okay.
And on this date in 1935, the first parking meters installed in Oklahoma City.
The world's never been the same since.
I guess not. Yeah. I can do without parking meters.
You know what? I don't know too many people that would say, hey, give me some parking meters.
Well, I think city governments that make the revenue.
Yes, some of them, I think, are actually asking you to buy the city.
Well, I think over the years, I own 3 parking lots in Calexico from the fines I paid on parking meters.
Well, you're just doing your part. You got to spread a little bit here and a little bit there.
Anything to help the economy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about some birthdays?
How about?
Okay, singer Vicky Carr is 81. Commander Cody, no word on the Hot Rod Lincoln, but Commander Cody, 77. Actor George Zunza is 76. And Alan Gorey of the Average White Band, 75. Guitarist Brian May of Queen is 74. Guitarist Bernie Ledden of the Eagles, also the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, he's 74. Actor Beverly Archer is 73. Actor Peter Barton is 65. Actor Campbell Scott, 60. Actor Anthony Edwards, 59. Actor Clee Lewis, 56. And actor Benedict Cumberbatch is 45.
I know him well.
Yes. And I would have thought somewhere along the way I might have changed my name.
Yeah.
Yes.
To something, a lot more memorable, like Cumberbund.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah. Actor Aaron Cummings is 44. Actor Chris Sullivan is 41. Actor Jared Padalecki is 39. Actor Trey Byers, 38. Actor Caitlin Doubleday, 37. Actor Stephen Anthony Lawrence is 31. You want the local ones?
Oh, absolutely.
Coming up. To celebrate summer, Kxo AM 1230 wants to give you a night out. We're giving away certificates to your favorite local restaurants. Brownie's Diner and the Town Pump, Hacienda Snack Bar, the Golden Corral in Yuma. Listen for... Birthday, Joaquin Reyes, Leah Manet, Tracy Velasquez, Tori Lyon Adrian, Robert Cordero, James Vicuna, Elizabeth Olveras, Arturo Ramirez Jr., Michael Partridge, Margarita Partridge, Polly Contreras, Edith Urena, Joe Bustamante, Rose Kuma, Noeline Anchagno, Nick Fenley, Joaquin Torres, Ashley Kearns, Randy Sanchez, Eric Avila, Melissa Peraza, Jesse Marin, Steve Valdez, Connie Moreno, and Annette Martinez. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, enjoy your birthday. Well, Gene, amazing. A woman in Wisconsin has set a Guinness World Record based on the amount of Smurfs memorabilia she's collected. Okay.
Filled her house, no?
Yeah, well, no. Gerda Schroeder has almost 11,455 Smurf items.
Gee.
It's an amazing collection, just like her collection of cats, quilts, and boyfriends who never call back. Yeah.
She's got them all covered then.
I guess. 11,455 Smurf items. Yeah.
Wonder if most of those items are small, because you can visualize a whole house full if they're not very small.
Yeah, well, I would hope they're small. Aren't the Smurfs? They're little
small.
Tiny blue people?
Yeah, little blue people.
Yes. And no, I do not resemble Papa Smurf when I hold my breath, okay?
Papa Smurf.
Yeah. I've been accused of that. Hold my breath, turn blue, and I look like Papa Smurf.
Well, one of them, as he walks, his beard bounces.
Yes.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean or which one he is. I don't know.
I don't know. Our kids are grown up. I don't watch them anymore.
Yeah, well, your neighbors will make fun of you if you do.
Yes. Well, no, my neighbors, they'd sit down and watch with me. As long as there was a beer handy.
Doesn't take a lot to entertain them, that is what you're saying.
Oh, well. Are you ready for some real news?
Real news is coming your way just around the corner.
Okay, World and California news headlines right now brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist for sales, for service. Call the experts, your friends in the business at Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. COVID cases are climbing in all 50 states and investors are worried. The Dow has fallen 2%. It's down 765 points right now. Trader Art Hogan says there are 3 reasons for that.
Fear that inflation is running hotter than anticipated. Will the Fed have to then react to that? And the third clearly is the Delta variant is causing major problems.
Teenage tennis champ Coco Gauff's pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics after testing positive for COVID. So has an alternate on the American gymnastics team. Dr. Brian McCloskey chairs the game's medical panel.
What we're seeing is what we expected to see, essentially. You know, if I thought all the tests that we did were going to be negative, then I wouldn't bother doing the tests in the first place.
Jeff Bezos tells CBS he's ready for tomorrow's trip into space.
We've been training. This vehicle is ready. This crew is ready. This team is amazing. We just feel really good about it.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Friends and family gathered Sunday outside a Los Angeles area Rite Aid to remember an employee who was shot and killed last week while confronting a shoplifter. This woman says inadequate security was a factor in the death of Miguel Penaloza.
They should have had a security there. They should have had somebody there. There was nobody there to protect their employees. My brother gave his life for $20 of beer.
With the number of new COVID infections rising in Los Angeles County, a mask mandate has been reinstated for all indoor public spaces. This is LA County Board of Supervisors Chair Hilda Solis.
This transmission is so highly contagious that it will cost more in the long run if we have to see our hospitals being impacted.
And finally, on Saturday, the Secretary of State's office released a list of 41 candidates who have qualified to run in the September 14th gubernatorial recall election. Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these.
Oh, hey, Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly, instead of all that.
You know those things impact your credit score.
Didn't impact my credit score, Dad. Now I'm going to the dealership for a test drive and to make the purchase.
Sounds too easy.
No, it's just easy. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/AutoNavigator.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane. Before you head out on that road trip, head into Quick Lane. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning. Traffic accident on Interstate 8. Carroll Buckley has more on the story.
Well, the accident occurred about an hour ago, eastbound Interstate 8 near Ocotillo. One vehicle involved, emergency crews are on scene. Eastbound Interstate 8 was blocked for a time. One lane now open, eastbound I-8 by Ocotillo, following this accident.
In other local news, the Imperial Valley College Board of Trustees will meet twice this week. On Tuesday, July 20th, a special meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. The meeting will be held in the lecture hall of the 2700 building on campus and also will be available on Zoom. Agenda items for that special meeting concern the Area 1 board seat vacancy created when trustees Annette Butner Gonzalez was convicted of a felony and incarcerated. The board is expected to interview the candidates who have applied for the open seat appointment of that replacement is also on the agenda. And on Wednesday, July 21st, The regular meeting of the board is scheduled for 6 p.m. in the lecture hall building of 2700. The board will consider the letter of resignation submitted by President Martha Garcia. The meeting will also be available on Zoom. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro suggest the works, including tire rotation and pressure check, brake inspection, fluid top-off, battery test, filter check, belts and hoses check, and synthetic blend oil change with up to 6 quarts of Motorcraft oil plus oil filter. You can't beat the works. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Brawley and El Centro, ready to serve.
2 local mosquito pools have been tested positive for St. Louis encephalitis. The Imperial County Public Health Department has announced that the 2 pools, one in El Centro near West Main Street and Austin Road, and the other in the city of Imperial near the area of La Paz Drive and Puerto Vallarta Avenue. They were sampled on July 13th, and results were received on the 16th of July. And both pools were tested positive for SLE. The County Public Health Department's Vector Control Program has approximately 36 mosquito traps placed around the county. The traps are checked several times a week, and mosquito pools are sampled weekly. According to the Health Department, SLE is transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. Symptoms of the St. Louis encephalitis include fever, headache, nausea, vomiting, and tiredness. Several neuroinvasive disease or severe neuroinvasive disease, often involving encephalitis and inflammation of the brain, is more common in older adults. There are no vaccines to prevent nor medications to treat SLE. The health department suggests precautions such as a limited outdoor activity during dawn and early evening. When outdoors, wear loose-fitting, light-colored long-sleeve shirts and pants. Apply insect repellent that contains DEET, pericardin, or oil of lemon, eucalyptus. Eliminate all sources of standing water that can support mosquito breeding. You can also call Vector Control if there's a significant mosquito problem where you live or work. That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open, and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open, and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance, life insurance, auto, and home insurance needs as well.
Continuing with more local news, the Imperial County Public Health Department is recommending that you wear a mask indoors. The current California Department of Public Health masking order requires individuals who are not vaccinated to wear face coverings in indoor public settings. Everyone, even if vaccinated, is required to wear a face covering in healthcare settings, jails, public transportation, and youth settings. Over the past week, California has averaged nearly 2,700 new cases and 23 new deaths per day due to COVID-19 virus. Due to the statewide increase, Imperial County Public Health Department officer Dr. Stephen Monday issued a recommendation that mask facial coverings be used indoors in Imperial County, regardless of vaccination status, as precautionary and protective or proactive measure. According to the county health department in Imperial County, there has been an increase in cases, primarily in children 17 years and younger. Children 0 to 17 make up about 28 to 29% of Imperial County cases in the past 2 weeks. The health department is closely following the variants of the coronavirus and says that there has been no increase in Beta or Delta variant cases in the county from last week. There is one verified case of the Alpha variant and 2 of the Delta variant. COVID-19 vaccines are available for individuals 12 years and older through various healthcare providers, including healthcare offices, hospitals, community clinics, pharmacies, and the Imperial County Public Health Department. Sheriff Office arrests a group. 15 suspects were taken into custody. All 15 appear to be connected. Investigators were reviewing several instances involving thefts from ag businesses in Imperial County. They began seeing similarities. An intensive investigation began in March following several leads. Investigators say it was determined the suspects would steal items and then sell them in order to purchase illegal narcotics. The trail led them from Imperial County and into Mexicali. They announced recently the arrest of 15. Investigators seized over $200,000 in stolen items and even a stash of child pornography. Some of the stolen items recovered date back 2 years. The suspects were booked into county jail. And temporary road closure, it will be for 5 days. It'll begin today. It'll be Cloak Road. It'll be closed from Cole Road to Sam Ellis Street. The Imperial County Public Works Department says the closure is to allow for bridge improvements. They say detours will be posted. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says near to below normal highs are expected for the first half of this week, then below normal by late in the week. More scattered to possibly widespread storms are expected for the second half of the week as a more organized weather system may affect the region. Storms will be capable of producing both locally heavy rain, strong winds, and blowing dust. 108 our high yesterday, 83 the low. Sunny today with a high near 107. Heat index values as high as 112. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 87. South-southwest wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 107. Heat index values as high as 110. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast later in the morning. 89 degrees downtown, 63% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
It's summertime and the pests are crawling around. It's time to take control and call the experts at Valley Pest Services. Locally owned and operated by Gabe and Alma Cordero and serving the Imperial Valley since 1984. They are constantly finding better ways to keep your home, office, and commercial buildings pest-free. Give them a call and they'll help you set up a pest-free program that will fit your budget. Call Valley Pest Services and talk to Alma, Sinead, or Roxy at 760-355-6655. That's 355-6655. Or you can stop by their new location at 201 South Imperial Avenue in Imperial.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball. The Padres and the Nationals completed the Saturday night game yesterday. The game, after shots were fired outside the stadium. Padres won that game 10-4. Came back twice in the nightcap, but ended up losing in the bottom of the ninth, 8-7 Nationals. Mariners topped the Angels 7-4. Shohei Ohtani hit his 34th home run. Went 10 innings before the Phillies beat the Marlins 4-2. Mets nipped the Pirates 7-6. Blue Jays blanked the Rangers 5-0. Brewers, they shut out the Reds 8-0. Tigers trumped the Twins 7-0. Rays over the Braves 7-5. Phillies beat the Marlins 7-4. Orioles 5, Royals 0. White Sox shut out the Astros 4-0. Cardinals nipped the Giants 2-1. Rockies rolled. They beat the Dodgers 6-5. Blue Jays beat up on the Rangers 10-0 in 7 innings. And, the Indians over the Athletics 4-2. The Diamondbacks won. They beat the Cubs 6-4, and the Yankees pounded the Red Sox 9-1.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. The Bucks lead the Suns 3-2 in the best-of-7 NBA Finals. They will play tomorrow. Will it continue? Meanwhile, Team USA built some needed momentum for the Olympics with a quality win over current world champion Spain, 83-76 last night, their final exhibition before heading to Tokyo. And the U.S. women's Olympic basketball team, they won. They beat up on Nigeria. And we will have Summer Games coverage on AM 1230 starting later this week. You've been listening to Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, there's good news, there's bad news. The good news, OPEC agreed to increase oil production yesterday as demand roars back and prices surge. Raising overall oil production by 400,000 barrels per day on a monthly basis starting in August should mean lower fuel prices at the pump. That would be the good news. And the bad? Don't even look at the big board. Okay, the Dow down over 800 points right now at 33,881. The S&P 500 off 77 points at 4,249. The NASDAQ down almost 200 points at 14,228. Gold off 80 cents an ounce. Oil has dropped $4.18 a barrel. Investors are spooked by the rising number of COVID-19 cases as the Delta variant spreads across the globe. Investors feared that the Delta coronavirus variant could threaten the U.S. economic recovery.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 107, but heat index values as high as 112. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Partly cloudy tonight with a low around 87. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 107. Heat index values as high as 110. Southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast later in the morning. 89 degrees downtown, 63% relative humidity. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
KXO, El Centro, California.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Will the COVID resurgence slow economic growth? That's the key question, and it has investors retreating. The Dow is down 780 points, more than 2%. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The big concern here is that the coronavirus Delta variant is going to slow down economic growth. And the reality is that we are still in a period where the path of the virus will determine what happens in the economy.
Well, CBS's David Begnaud has more from one of the states that's hardest hit by the COVID spike.
Arkansas has the third lowest full vaccination rate in the country. A little over 1 in 3 people here have gotten both of their shots. The state is now in its third surge, says Dr. Cam Patterson, who is chancellor at Arkansas's only academic medical center.
Our team is in the fourth quarter right now. They're tired. It's tough.
To those people who are still skeptical, he says this.
Help me to understand who would convince you, and I will find that person and we will talk to you.
Third athlete in the Olympic Village and an American gymnast are the latest COVID cases days before the games in Tokyo are due to begin.
USA Gymnastics confirmed a replacement athlete has tested positive for COVID. She and another alternate have been isolated from their teammates and will continue training in a separate facility. The gymnast was identified only as a female in her teens. Lucy Kraft, CBS News, Tokyo.
The U.S. and its allies are calling out China for cyber attacks. CBS's Catherine Herridge tells us it's thought one of them is the March attack that hit Microsoft's email server.
A senior administration official says the goal is a united global front to combat Beijing's increasingly aggressive use of malicious cyber activity, adding a collective approach will be more effective because no one action or country can change the Chinese government's behavior.
The U.S. has transferred a detainee out of the Guantanamo Bay detention facility, sending a Moroccan man back home today, 2 years after he was recommended for discharge. Haiti's interim prime minister indicates he'll step down. He's been in a power struggle with a man picked by President Moïse before his assassination. Jeff Bezos conquered the online retail world. Now the Amazon founder is set to head off into space. He and 3 others will board his Blue Origin spacecraft tomorrow.
The views are going to be terrific. The zero-G will be an unusual experience that you really can't get in any good way on Earth. So we're excited about it.
He was on CBS this morning. A 19-year-old draft pick of the NHL's Nashville Predators has come out as gay. Luke Prokop revealing that in a tweet. This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
Power your passions for less during Dell's exceptional Black Friday in July event. Enjoy up to $400 off high-performance Dell XPS laptops and desktops, along with next-level Alienware systems, all powered by Intel Core processors. Shop special prices on stunning Dell monitors, top brand electronics and accessories, plus enjoy free shipping on everything. Don't forget to ask for Intel when you call 800-BY-DELL. That's 800-BY-DELL.
The U.S. dollar is plummeting. Protect your savings against inflation with precious metals. I'm Dinesh D'Souza for Birch Gold Group. Birch Gold Group is who I trust to help you protect your IRA or 401k with gold and silver. With thousands of satisfied customers, an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, get a free information kit by texting the word PROTECT to 989898. Again, text PROTECT to 989898 today.
Raising a glass in England as pandemic restrictions have been lifted.
At the stroke of midnight, England's nightclubs reopened.
It's been a year and a half, and now we're all just ready to dance.
Freedom! That's all we want. Yet new COVID cases continue to surge here, fueled by that Delta variant.
The government's taking a huge gamble. We may be lucky, but the costs of not being lucky are huge.
As for the gambler-in-chief, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister's in quarantine after his vaccinated health minister caught COVID. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Keigo Oyamada, a Japanese composer working on the Tokyo Olympics opening ceremonies, resigned after coming under fire for bullying classmates during his childhood. He issued an apology on social media. Reports of his past abuse of classmates, including those with disabilities, surfaced online in recent weeks. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
This week's Pro Basketball Update brought to you by Credit Karma. What a season and playoff run it's been. What started out with no fans in the arenas last fall is ending on a high note. We all got to see 2 teams in Milwaukee and Phoenix make it farther than both franchises have made it in decades. Along the way, finding new stars and ways to play. Right now, visit creditkarma.com/winmoney to open your free account and start winning instant karma. No purchase necessary. Exclusions and terms apply. See rules.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for
Carroll Buckley.
Things he says and like you can connect to them.
AM 1230 KXO.